Alright, gang. We're probably finishing this. I'm honestly not sure how much of it's left looking at the map like we did at the end of the last thing. So in the event that this is like less than an hour of content, I tried to prepare a Soul Reaver. I decided that it's a different enough game for me to not mind playing it right after this. It's a completely different kind of game, actually. I don't know much about it, but it's not this. So I did have it running with the PC version that I bought. Had it modded out, it looked kind of nice. But it doesn't have windowed mode. What the fuck is your application if it doesn't run window mode? So, you know, that's gonna make recording things a bit screwed up. So I decided to just go with the emulation anyways. Major advantage of that is we get save states, so that's cool, I guess. And look at the menu, you can save anywhere in that game anyways, but save states are still quicker. None of these knights seem to care to fight me, even though I'm not in disguise. I guess maybe my clothing stays the same, and it's just, like, literally human skin. No way for me to tell, because it just has a freaking floating mask. That doesn't bother you guys? I'm freaking using hemomancy? Come on. I know it's supposed to be a big epic battle and all, but I could theoretically just turn into a wolf and run by all of it.
They came at me in throngs. No fervor as strong as that inspired by a madman. The Nemesis armies were fierce and showed no signs of subsiding. The tides turned with Otmar's death. I watched as the remaining survivors of the armies of Hope fled to the safety of the forest. The battle had decided its victor. The fate of Nosgoth now lay in the Nemesis' hands.
I saw the king, where did he die? Oh shit.
I sated my thirst on warriors of Horde and Hope alike, the dying relinquishing their final moments to give me strength.
VAE VICTIS!
Death to Otmar. Wow.
VAE VICTIS! VAE VICTIS! VAE VICTIS!
Ah! There's so many. I don't think it's really prepared for me to suck more than 4 dudes at once.
VAE VICTIS!
Fucking coming.
VAE VICTIS! VAE VICTIS!
Oh my god, I just have to run. Holy shit. Wait a minute. I forgot all about the freaking... the super spell. The super suck.
Blood shower.
This one. Ah! Fucking lame.
The heart of darkness.
Like boys. What just happened?
At once the battlefield was gone. Where the ground was caked with blood and dirt, there was lush greenery. Where chaos reigned only moments before, this damning calm prevailed. Alas, it seemed I was stranded here. The time-streaming device lay in pieces at my feet.
Oh, I see. That's probably what they meant by separate timelines
Would
later.
you stand idle as vermin destroy your crops? No! Has your house burned? No! Will you allow this evil to continue? No! Will the wickedness end? Yes! Do you believe? Yes! Then take me to your king, so that I can prepare you for the onslaught.
Right, save point. Time travel. It's quite the thing. Pretty much an excuse to bring in pretentious plot loopholes. We'll roll with it. We'll pretend everything makes sense and not think too much about it.
VAE VICTIS! VAE VICTIS!
This is that town that we walked through. Got destroyed before, but looks like there was no war now. Is time travel lovely?
So it seemed I was in the land of William the Just. 50 years before the battle I had just escaped would take place.
So William the Just soldiers just dressed like demons all the time. It wasn't after he changed his name to the Nemesis or anything. I don't think any of them question if they're the bad guys.
VAE VICTIS! VAE VICTIS!
The stronghold of William the Just. 'Twas time for me to pay a visit to he who would become the Nemesis and force Nosgoth on its knees.
VAE VICTIS!
Oh, that's what that fucking device that said it would deliver me in time, right? That was the time travel device, and it fucking broke during the battle. So if I just didn't pick that up, we'd be good.
VAE VICTIS! VAE VICTIS!
I guess we're just gonna go back and kill this guy before the battle even happens. Let's not worry about what kind of future that'll create. What are you doing, Rock? What are you doing? Got some unfinished business with this possible blood cave. Yeah, I don't know what to do there. It might be an exit. Not like I can push it to the side. It's not letting me.
VAE VICTIS!
There's a lever up there, and there seems to be nothing keeping me from going to it. What's the point of this door? I already did a save point.
VAE VICTIS! VAE VICTIS!
I don't feel like I didn't get healed from that. Bunch of buttons in here.
VAE VICTIS!
Oof. Keeps giving me options. You know how much I don't like options. Guess that was all diversion. Cool. Got a mana upgrade out of it. Like there's only one or two more of those. Probably missed a health somewhere, seeing how far offset it is now.
VAE VICTIS! VAE VICTIS!
Yes, these weapons you've provided will see to that. Pray tell, Mobius, what game do you play?
None, my lord. I only wish to aid you in vanquishing your foes. The weapons are but a token of my goodwill.
And the news you bring, a vampire said to slay me? Where did you come upon such knowledge?
'Tis of no consequence, sire. 'Twas only out of concern for your majesty's life.
Perhaps. Very well, then. You may leave me now, but should I wish to speak to you...
I will know, your majesty, and I shall be there in time.
Is that the Stanley Parable narrator? As he walked off, maybe a door's open out here now. Yeah. Oh, what am I doing? I need the mana.
VAE VICTIS! VAE VICTIS! VAE VICTIS! VAE VICTIS!
Buttons. Gotta love them. Just swinging at a cloud of mist. I should be throwing ice cubes at me, or humidifier, a vacuum fan. Nah. Just keep swinging at it. No. I feel like these guys are so weak in comparison to the other ones. Just keep getting wiggled on my armor. Whoops.
The Heart of Darkness.
It's fine, I've got like 80 of those now. I don't know where they all came from. This is a map of Nosgoth. I don't know why they use this one instead of the one they got. It's both more detailed and less detailed. As to say, it shows more actual world features. But, you know, it's not as pretty.
Ah, yes, the vampire. Mobius told me you would come.
You just hit me with the Soul Reaver.
The Heart of Darkness.
I have one of those. Hold on.
The Soul Reaver.
There you go. Oh,
The Heart of
I guess
Darkness.
his Soul Reaver is stronger than my Soul Reaver. I'm unsure if it's even doing damage because I don't have the mana to spend. I might want to unequip it
Flame
and
Sword.
then use one of those mana banks. These.
Energy Bank.
Get rid of that useless item. The wrong tab. One of these Johnnies. Dodge armor. And this.
The Heart of Darkness.
Yeah, I don't think it does shit without mana. Use the flame sword instead then.
Flame Sword. Chaos Armor.
Yeah, since I don't have mana, I might as well re-equip
Chaos
this.
Armor.
This is worth a shot.
The Heart of Darkness.
VICTIS!
The Heart of Darkness. The Heart of Darkness. As his guards rushed to save him, William the Just's blood was already renewing my strength, replacing the life his sword had stolen from my veins. The poor fools, come to aid their fallen leader. Let us have some amusement.
He wiggled. I guess I was supposed to get a full heal from him or something cool. But, you know, that works just as well.
A time streaming device. Strange. When coincidence seems too convenient, I prefer to call it fate.
What?
With William the Just dead, Mobius's plans have been thwarted. His pawn was removed from the game.
Worked out well enough. Just have to see, you know, what else I ruined with that. Or I'll want to re-equip a mace.
Spiked mace.
Or not. This place is actually abandoned now since I killed that guy 50 years ago. Maybe full of monsters. Ah, ghost. About the same. The hell is that? A fat dude with a gimp hood and a torch?
The Heart of Darkness.
VAE VICTIS! VAE VICTIS!
I think they're bleeding green, I'm not sure.
The Heart of Darkness.
It's the first time an enemy's actually staggered from the flame sword. I just keep killing them anyways. Might be a good idea to just misform. Plenty of magic around here. Oh, this might have to die. Hey, give me some blood. Oh shit.
The Heart of Darkness.
I didn't even get to see what color it was. That was not it. I push a button. Ow. That'll do it. Those have to be human. Any health. Probably brigands or some. Go push that button again.
VAE VICTIS! VAE VICTIS!
Ouch. Oh. Please no. The mat. Right, I don't need to go north. That should take us out.
I found myself once more in the Nosgoth I knew. The carnage from battle was gone. Yet there was something amiss. From the distance, I heard cries, and a breeze from the south carried with it the faint odor of vampire blood.
Smells different. Um.
Twould seem the folly fell upon my own shoulders. With their sainted King William dead by my hand, the people of the land were consumed by a hunger all their own, for vampire blood.
I don't think they were ever cool with vampires existing to begin with, but sure thing, Kain. Because you just really pissed them off.
As I wandered about more, the shrieking and cheering became more apparent and defined. There was some sort of gathering to the south, for with each cheer, I smelled an outpour of blood. I make no pretense to justify my killing, yet these vampire hunters would cloak their bloodlust beneath a veil of righteousness. Hypocrites! They would make themselves judge and jury. Very well then, let us see how they take to my role as executioner.
Oh, it's just really expensive and you don't get anything out of it. Probably switch back to the mace. Probably run out of mana. Alright, there's more blood than I got from any of those freaking 4 stacks.
VAE VICTIS!
We are free of this unholy scourge! Not yet, my friend. Would you be free of the plague if only one city was cleansed? No! Would you spare one wolf in the pack that has devastated your herd? No! Then let us destroy them all! Yes! He is the last! Destroy him!
That must be why there was a second time travel device. He must have planted it there so he could get the people to wipe me out for him.
VAE VICTIS!
Or Vorador. Is that the wizard? Can I... Really should have been more people here, you know?
The people will not rest until Nosgoth is purged of your kind.
I had been betrayed. In my haste, I had not realized it before. That sigil on his forehead, the Oracle of Nosgoth, was in fact the time streamer Mobius, and I had followed his advice. How much of my quest was of his design? Willendorf? The Battle of the Last Stand? William the Just? Was this the trap he had fashioned for me?
We will send you back to the grave, whence you came, vampire.
I see. So we did plan all that stuff.
The future, Kain. You are not in it.
I guess he ain't no soothsayer, he just looked into the future and told people it for money. Genius. Ow. Slowed me. Hold on, I have a... Ah, it's not equipped.
Spiked mace. Blood shower. Repel.
I don't suppose I can just crawl under this.
Let us call upon the puppets from the past.
VICTIS!
In this form, or do I need to be on my wolf paws? Oh. Guess there was nothing to it.
From the present.
VICTIS!
Oh, you got one guy. Come on. Come on. You underestimate me.
And from ages yet to come.
Future boys. Hey, that's me.
VICTIS!
Thought he said I wasn't in the future. Don't matter. This guy doesn't have this. Yeah. Ah, shit. He dodged it. What a pro. Oh. This is not working as intended.
The heart of darkness. The heart of darkness.
Maybe him using the axes is a hint. And I should just spin, so wherever he teleports doesn't matter. what we're gonna do.
The Heart of Darkness.
There you go. Ah. Ah.
VAE VICTIS!
Ironic. By going back in time and altering the past, you turned William the Just into the Nemesis.
Aye, you have seen my plan, vampire, as I've seen your destiny. The future says you die.
But I am dead. As are you.
I knew that Mobius's hourglass was the focus of his time-streaming magic. Farewell, sorcerer. The sands of time have ceased to flow for you.
What's up, Spunky? Well, sadly not old enough to get drunk in my underpants, but,
You had Kain killed and turned him into
relaxing just the same.
You set him upon us.
It had to be. Nopraptor's insanity poisoned all of our minds. The Circle had failed in its sworn duties. It had to be destroyed.
Failed our duties? Idiot! The Circle exists for us. We don't exist for it. Our powers will save or damn Nosgoth at our whim. Stand with us, Mortanius, or die.
Then I shall die.
Ugh.
If the circle is to be destroyed, you have to die as well, Necromancer. I admire your cunning, but you will not escape your fate.
Nay, I will embrace it. But my death will leave one more to take, Princeling. Finish me!
Well, I guess that wraps up all the loose ends. Wondering where the artifacts would come from.
The Heart of Darkness.
I unequip these axes and mana shield up. That was easy. They're like fireworks. No, this isn't a bug. Ah, it is.
VICTIS!
Now he might be dead. He turned into a puddle that time. Never mind.
You thought yourself a king, when in fact you were a pawn. You have served me well, Kain.
I serve no one.
Indeed, such narrow vision. Don't you see? My silencing of Ariel and its calculated repercussions is but the first act in my theater of Grand Guignol, of which you are the tragic hero. Play on, little vampire. Play on.
VICTIS!
Damn it. No, he is alive, okay. I thought I just cutscened him to death. I hate when that happens.
Anacroth's magic was contained within the metal of the scales and would eventually be released back into the pillar from whence it came. The scales of Anacroth I lay before the Pillar of States. The pillar accepted its offering, the Heart of Darkness. The death orb of Maximus had given the necromancer...
Not so all you see, I have a brother and my dad that I live with, so since we're all adults now, we don't want to get our underwear mixed up, so we all wear different kinds. My brother's got the boxer briefs, I've got just, like, plain boxers, like, shorts. And my dad's got the tighty whities. And that's how we keep them from getting mixed. Socks is a real issue, though.
VICTIS! VICTIS!
This dude is just swimming in the ground. I wish he had like a particle effect or something so it looked less weird.
VICTIS! 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 VICTIS!
Hey, but sure. When I was younger, I used to be a Long Johns guy. I just kind of grew out of them. Probably because my legs got hairy. Don't want anything squeezing all that off.
The only survivor of the Circle of Nine. At my whim, the world will be healed or damned. At my whim.
You're not wrong, but then that takes away variety from each of us. Like, we have to specify which color. That's kind of the approach my brother took for the sock issue. He wears black socks, but me and my dad still get them mixed up. And he has a bigger dresser, so he kind of just ends up stockpiling all of mine until I ask for some.
Was correct. We are gods. Dark gods. And it is our duty to thin the herd.
I only found less than half the secrets, you kidding me? I felt like I was so thorough. So, as I suspected, this only took us about an hour, so in a minute we will move on to Soul Reaver, I guess. I've never played that one either. I'm glad I finally got around to this one. I feel like this really tried for the time it came out. I wish that the dialogue didn't cause me to not load a zone or open my menus. It suffers from a bit of the Ocarina of Time menu clunk.
What will become of our love?
It could really do with just being on modern hardware, so load times would be shorter at least. As far as voice acting goes, it's a bit of a mixed bag. Kain's is definitely fantastic. That's a really nice voice he's got. Yeah, I should have looked into the actual PC version before I started this. I just knew that you couldn't buy it, but I now realize it's abandonware, so I probably could have downloaded the actual version. As for Soul Reaver, I bought that, and it doesn't have window mode, so it makes it difficult for me to stream it, so we're still going to go with an emulation of that. I spent like an hour trying to use stuff that would get it to be a window, and it just wasn't working out because it's so old. You need more modern DirectX for that stuff to work out. Right, so we will update our stream information real quick. Kain